Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Portland Snowhawks and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
43 is the money. 43. Check, 43. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down run with Lewis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Lewis here on first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone on with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Josh Rosen, the 10th overall pick taken in 2018 out of UCLA. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Under 10.
They'll run here with Balaj. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, look now at our starting defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Rosen will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Rosen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Rosen. Complete to Mike Gesicki. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On second down now. It's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion. We're just shy of the marker. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kiko Alonso gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll run with Lewis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 2 on the play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline, talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that one will be accepted. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fights loose. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down,
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call.
Boom! Buster! Who won? Boy, 43. Check, 43.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And Walker has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
First down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Mariota going underneath for Lewis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw again. Mariota. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run. This is Lewis. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
From the gun, Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Rosen. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
a gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Portland.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete.
Rosen's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
And now it's Rosen looking. And this is complete. It's Allen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's caught by Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 42-yard line.
On second down now. It's Lewis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
7-yard gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On the counter, it's Lewis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Taywan Taylor. Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. They'll start the drive with Drake. He won't go down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12. At the 1-yard line.
They try again with Lewis. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On play action, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On second and a yard, Mariota, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing, Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Bailey's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mariota. And his pass incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kiko Alonso picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? The ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Back to throw. This is caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So now Mariota and the Titans down by a field goal, 55 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mariota, and he locates Walker, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Mariota to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.